Howdy folks and welcome to Subtleduck Gaming. I am your host for today, Ducky, joined by my older brother,
the mighty Mr. Subtlety.
And once again we are playing Fallout 4. Let's get into the action. He's sneaking up slowly. He's trying to get a beat. Wait, where are we actually?
More stories like that?
Oh yes! Rescuing a kidnapped lady.
How much time you got?
Oh crap.
It appears he might already be detected.
I found him!
They found him!
Hey, something's out there.
He throws a Molotov, and they throw a Molotov back. A stray bullet nicks him in the head. During combat, he pauses time and scoffs down 3 slices of cheese.
Oops.
And he accidentally takes a second stim pack. A rain of gunfire, but very few seem to be impacting. The first raider goes down. Piper is taking a piping, but Piper turns it around with a good old-fashioned body slam. Piper appears to be more skilled in combat than the soldier. Mr. Subtlety throws a grenade, but he misses. Mr. Subtlety lines up the shot, hits several times, but Clutch won't go down, and he's down.
This isn't over.
There still appears to be more. What awaits Mr. Subtlety and Piper behind enemy lines?
You know, I thought there was a chance this would be annoying, but it's kind of awesome. It's really putting me in the mood.
Doing this the whole time will be difficult on my voice. Mr. Subtlety picks up too much.
That's the story of my life right there, folks.
Maybe he should put some things down.
Now I've got a perfectly good assistant to help me with this.
He once again pauses time to shove several things into his companion.
What you got for me?
Hey, leave the dirty jokes to me, damn it. Oh crap.
Hey, they're here.
He meets face to face with an enemy turret. It was but only a simple challenge for Mr. Subtlety. He takes a moment to rifle through the belongings of the fallen raiders. Someone appears to still be in the area.
Be a stealth boy.
Hey,
You say the word.
Wow, way to just give yourself away there, Mr. Subtlety. Way to talk to myself in the third person, Mr. Subtlety.
Mr. Subtlety slowly slips into insanity.
Slowly?
Mr. Subtlety rapidly slips into insanity.
Thank you.
Mr. Subtlety ignores several shopping baskets.
Wait, what? I don't know why that was needed, but...
Minor details add for depth to the story.
Interesting.
He stumbled upon a .50 caliber rifle.
I couldn't decide if I wanted it, but goddammit, I wanted it.
Mr. Subtlety is now hacking. Is he clever enough to break into the pre-war technology? Rigged and Shadow both had no likeness. This should be a major assistance, as it shows you everything that it cannot be.
Mother.
30 had 3. A difficult assistant, but an assistant nonetheless. Mr. Subtlety stares at a screen for longer and longer, hoping the answer will come, but it appears there's no assistance. Mr. Subtlety might have to either guess or simply reset. Mr. Subtlety ponders quietly. Mr. Subtlety laughs for no reason.
Are you saying your own comedy is shitty?
Mr. Subtlety speaks to the announcer, but the announcer isn't there.
Process of elimination means...
Got it.
Finally, Mr. Subtlety cracks the code. But what good did that do him? It got him some additional rounds and a fancy hairbrush. What will he do with a fancy hairbrush?
Probably
That teddy bear is adorable, but also on the toilet. Give it some privacy, Mr. Subtlety. Mr. Subtlety closes the door. He opens and closes a different door. Mr. Subtlety quietly sneaks around.
Who's out there?
Mr. Subtlety tries to out-shotgun someone, but he was aiming too low.
Find him and kill him!
Mr. Subtlety is high as a kite.
Fight back.
Where is he going? What will he do?
Where'd that little fucker go?
Where did Mr. Subtlety go? Where didn't he go? The 50 cal was still only enough with 2 rounds.
That was kind of lame, to be honest.
Mr. Subtlety ignores a fragmentation grenade, but he picks it up anyway.
Oh god, there's more.
There's always more. Mr. Subtlety
Nice.
can't find any trace
Nicely done.
of the kidnapped woman. Does Mr. Subtlety actually know what he's doing? The answer is probably no. There's a comic on the table.
Nice.
He looks at it and picks it up. Mr. Subtlety found some beer, I think. These raiders had a lot of beer. All seems quiet in the building. But there's another door. This might lead down.
That's it.
He discovers the woman, trapped and tied down in a storage closet. And he reaches over her to rifle through the remaining belongings.
Hey.
Please, you gotta help me.
Are you the one who was kidnapped?
Oh, thank God. Someone sent you after me? Yes, they're holding me for ransom. But I know we can't pay what they're asking.
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh my God. Thank you. Let's go.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
You know,
I try to be.
quite true.
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Is Diamond City really in danger? It's not like there's raiders pounding on the gate.
Are you kidding me?
I have a point.
There is a very real chance the city leadership has been infiltrated by an Institute synth. A synth under the control of an organization widely known to kidnap or murder anyone that stands up to them. I'd take raiders at the gate any day of the week over that. Of course, making sure folks are actually listening. That's a battle in itself.
You know what? We're gonna try and get into Piper's pants.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
No kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
No, my guns protect us.
All things considered, she draws more fire than you do, meaning she probably does protect you.
But she's using one of my guns.
And she has an infinite ammo version of her
And
own.
whenever you like.
Scared, huh? Could have fooled me.
I'm pushy, not crazy. Honestly, these days I'm more scared for my sister. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to her. But I'm not the only one with something to lose. That's why people deserve to know what's out there, good or bad.
Well, since I'm powerful enough to take on anything they throw at me.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in
this
the
is what I needed to
tiny
know.
little settlement.
How do I know
Our
that the
dad,
Institute is
He
evil?
was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten
We
him
getting
on
another
watch.
quest?
Well, I didn't buy it. I start making inquiries.
Maybe.
Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty, Captain Mayburn. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
Piper, you saved those people.
No. Those people saved themselves. Because they knew the truth. But hey,
I would have just shoved a grenade up
sorry
his
if
ass.
I've been rambling.
But
I
that
just get
seems to be
fired up sometimes.
my MO.
It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
Yeah, this was a very odd aside during a kidnapping.
Well, now you've rescued the kidnapped woman. But can you get her back safely?
Do we have to? Is that part of the job?
I'm pretty sure it is.
But what if it's not?
I'm pretty sure it is.
What if you're wrong?
I'm pretty sure it is. And now you have to deal with that. Mr. Subtlety lines up a shot once again.
I don't know if I'm going to.
Well, decide on something, you ninny! Sit here and ponder all you want, but all that's happening is burning daylight and burning recording time from our viewers' time.
Let's see.
Either walk out to them, or just throw a grenade at them.
That's what I'm trying to decide. If I'm gonna see if this is actually gonna go the way I think it's gonna go. Or if... You know what?
They don't seem to be shooting.
You better get the fuck out of here if you know what's good for you.
Cook sent me. He has a message for you.
Cook told you about this? Where the hell is Cook anyway?
What is this, Nelson?
Cook couldn't make it, so he sent me instead.
The fuck he did? Trish, kill this asshole!
Oh shit.
Well, now we have to go back. And we're back, folks! It only took about 3 hours, but he finally got back to where he was and rescued a woman.
Now we've got some drug dealers to kill.
Hopefully.
Oh, if they don't die in my initial attack, I'm hosed.
So you're probably hosed.
I don't know, I got something big prepared for him.
He's got nothing. Boy, this loading screen sure is taking a while. I wonder how long it will take. You know, this usually works. Say, commenting on how long the loading screen takes usually makes it go faster. I guess it didn't want to today.
Or maybe it did. Maybe that was faster. Did you ever think about that?
No! He's pulled out his sniper rifle. Piper hated that.
What?
What's wrong?
Here at subtleduck Gaming, we always take the time to desecrate the corpse.
Now you're just making a mess.
And the 3 grenades didn't make a mess.
Well, considering nothing actually changed in the area.
Okay, I'm looking for a note.
That appears to be a crude drawing of a building.
Why do I get the feeling we've just done something terrible?
Because you probably did.
Just can't be on my side, can you?
Of course not. That's not my job. My job is to be the announcer. You really don't have time for this.
Hey,
Why?
Because you've got things to do.
I do?
Yes.
Where to?
You probably need to talk to the person.
So, it's just the two of us. 50-50 seems fair to me.
that works for me.
Great. Then you take the money from Nelson, I'll take the chems, and we'll call it even.
Aren't the chems worth more than the money?
Sure. If you owned a chems shop right here, but I'll have to pay the mayor his cut, plus move all this back to town.
Paul,
That little shit just ripped me off.
Well, you don't know what's inside of the Kim's case.
We'll wait for him to open it and then we'll find out.
You probably won't.
Also, where's the settler? Oh, he took them all.
That man's head is on backwards.
hey, Paul.
Giving you all the old silent treatment.
Fine. Play it like that, huh?
What the hell, Blue?
You're probably going to end up losing your entire quest line if you keep this up.
Nah, I can get her approval back.
Sure you can.
Heads up.
Looking for something specific?
I hope that wasn't part of another quest.
Who cares? He ripped me off.
I actually don't think he did.
Well, I'm richer now, aren't I? Got nothing fancy to...
Did you just forget I was here?
Who said that?
Oh, you're a laugh riot. At least I finally have your attention. Look, I had been happy with the way things were going, but lately you seem hell-bent on undoing all the goodwill we've earned. And I'm not just gonna stand quietly by and act like it's okay. So I'm asking, as someone I thought you considered a friend, for some change. Can we just get back to the way things were? Because otherwise, I don't know how much longer I can tough this out.
What needs
Tell
changing?
me, what needs to change for you to stay, Piper?
I just need you to do what you were doing before. Bring back the generous, humane Blue, okay? No more of this bully.
I just murdered, like, 6 people in cold blood and I'm a bully. You know what? We don't have any other friends right now, do we? We have Garvey and her.
And I'm pretty sure if she leaves,
Okay?
you'll lose the quest line.
I'm sorry, Piper. I'll change.
I certainly hope so. Because until recently, things have been pretty good. Look, this isn't that complicated. If you want to keep traveling together, then I just need you to start acting like it. Otherwise, I'm gone. End of story. But I'm sincerely hoping that it won't have to come to that.
I think I just broke my leg.
Heads up.
What you got for me?
Let's see. What else can I ram into old Piper here?
Any more and she'll probably leave you for good.
To be fair, that guy ripped me off.
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Show your work. How'd you come to that conclusion?
Look at how many caps you have.
Yeah?
And what all did you get from him?
I got all this jet, all these mentats, all this psycho. I'm a goddamn chemical factory now, man.
And how much would that get you?
Probably quite a bit, actually. If I sold it to the right price.
If you sold it for a price you couldn't gain.
What you talking about? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Alright, folks. We'll be back after we deliver the settler.
More raiders.
What was that? They not look friendly. Now.
Hey,
You say the word. Word.
This hunting rifle is really come in handy.
Yeah.
Blue, we're not alone here.
Is there a joke here I'm not getting?
But
I just fought 3 ghouls. Mrs. Summoner, Miss Rosa, and Mrs. Donahue.
that's fucked up.
What?
Those are the people you passed
What do you mean?
on the run to the vault.
Look at that. If that's real, that's cool. And we'll leave in this scene. We'll even leave in this part about me telling you, or telling Or talking to you about?
Looking it up right now. Yep. Those are three people who are from Sanctuary Hills. They're a random encounter.
That's frigging awesome. Good job, Bethesda. And good memory, Ducky. But you lose points for not staying in voice.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, we made it. Let's see what kind of reward they have for us.
I don't know how to thank you for that rescue you pulled off.
Are you willing to support the Minutemen now?
Sure thing. I'm glad someone's trying to do some good around here for once. You can count on our help if you need it.
I just wanted to thank you again for getting me home safe. I won't forget what you've done for me.
Excellent. We've recruited another settlement to join our cause.
A drink. Now drink.
So, in the off hours, I will start rebuilding these settlements.
And dying.
We'll need the outposts in the coming war.
With who?
I don't know yet. But you know the theme of Fallout. War never changes. So you know what that means. We're gonna be in a war. Whether it be with the Institute, with Diamond City. I say it's worth it to be prepared.
It's never a bad thing to be prepared. Oh my god, this is taking forever!
Well, do we have more adventures in us, Ducky?
I can't keep up this voice.
This is taking a while.
I think it stopped.
I think you're right, my good duck. What other adventures do we have? Yes, in the off session we did die, so we are going to have to do Diamond City Blues again.
What exactly is your plan?
See, I don't really have a plan at the moment.
Hey.
Shoot.
But I think we have some time to do some more good. Oop. I said do some good, not strip Piper. I mean, that is a good thing. What's she missing now?
An
Left
arm.
We still need to get her a helmet. But other than that... Do you have opinions on our next adventure?
Well, you could probably continue the main story.
So you think we should go see Mr. Valentine?
That is probably a good idea.
What if I told you... Nah.
Well, I could always just stand up and leave the room.
Now that's just being mean. But I do think you have a point. We do need to see a man about a missing child. Let me just stab myself, get a little more water.
You know, that whole thing about your missing son.
Yeah, but what's he ever done for us?
He was like one. I think it's out of water.
I didn't even know that could happen. Alright, let's go see a man about a kid. We'll talk to Garvey later.
Hopefully it will be your kid.
Actually, we'll talk to Garvey in the off episodes.
Was there supposed to be a response to that?
Yes, it was supposed to come from your mouth.
Well, it wasn't exactly a question.
Fine, I think we will go talk to Garvey in the off episode, or in the off hours.
That still wasn't a question.
What do you think about that? Captain interrupts a bunch.
I think that's a swell idea. Mr. Can't complete a sentence.
Oh, God. We'll let them fight it out for a bit. Oh!
I couldn't tell what happened.
I took a round to the shoulder and died.
Thought you were at full health. Well, almost full.
It must have been from a revolver pistol.
Well, we'll be back again. And we're back. We've discovered a legendary super mutant skirmisher.
So we're gonna try and take his ass out.
And probably die trying. Why not try chunking a grenade over there?
You broke both of my arms. I keep forgetting to put that back. Nice work, Piper.
You would be so dead if it weren't for her.
Yep, I didn't realize a lot of things. Now, let's see what he had on him. Mutant Slayer's laser musket. Oh, baby.
It's a legendary musket.
Piper!
What can I do? Probably have something you can use.
Why do you pick up those boards?
Because they're made of good wood.
Can you actually deconstruct them?
Yes.
Well, I suppose I don't have any further questions. But wasn't there also a suicider nearby?
Yeah, maybe he blew up.
I'm pretty sure he didn't. You have to loot literally everything.
Oh, you should see what I did during the off
Don't
hours.
mind the clutter.
I don't think any of us want to.
That's why it happened during the off hours. Anyway, let's see if we can find the remaining jerk-offs.
What did the note say?
I still have not read that note.
I thought he was nearby some rocks.
Well, I think he blew the hell up.
Wait. Hold on. Stop jumping around for a moment. Look to the left. But further left. Well, I guess I don't see it.
Time to move on. So, we killed our first legend and discovered something useful.
And you still haven't read the note. Have you not turned in that mission yet?
Word is that the gang up at National Park headquarters had a big score recently. If we can hit them hard enough, we can make off with a nice haul of caps.
How vague, how unclear. How vague.
Well, it's not that vague when you think about it.
How cryptic.
It's not that cryptic either. It actually makes perfect sense.
How vague and cryptic.
How many bullets can I shove into your rectum?
I don't know
Just
how
a
to thank
bad
you for
dream.
that rescue you pulled
Something
off.
about a death claw tearing up the place. I couldn't stay asleep after that.
Just remember that this is all thanks to the Minutemen.
We know. That's why we've decided.
I just wanted to thank you again for getting me home.
Uh-huh.
Mission accomplished.
Everybody's dead.
I wouldn't say everyone.
We're gonna get rid of the Institute pistol.
And what are you going to do with it?
Get rid of it. I'm not sure where the question comes from. We're gonna take a 6-hour nap, folks.
That's 8 hours.
Shh, it's a 6-hour nap.
Mr. Subtlety doesn't know what numbers are.
Oh, that voice is fantastic.
This voice is difficult to do.
Just let me know.
It is vaguely similar to my Skeletor.
I don't hear it.
I am Skeletor.
Nope, still don't hear it.
You're just deaf.
Or maybe I'm intentionally trying to make you do more straining voices. Did you ever think about that?
Perhaps you should drink and get some medicine
Going well.
and eat.
Nah. What do you have to say about that?
Well, if that's what you're going to do, I will just reply in the likeness.
What?
Nah.
And we will store all our junk. That'll be enough of that.
We're back, folks! Once again, but this time we've actually made it.
Time to see a man about our kid. This is a long loading screen. There we go.
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made.
Who is this Skinny Malone?
I could tell you. You want to know?
What does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the ball.
You want to know who Skinny Malone is?
Don't let his new girl
A dead man?
A dead man.
Face left.
Who's there?
Blue, we're not alone.
I told you the Triggermen were evil.
We'll be back once again.
Well, folks, I've tried this battle a couple of different ways. Most of which will be cut out of this actual episode. But I've run out of time for this particular episode of Fallout 4, and I'm going to have to enter another rearmament phase during the off hours. So I've been your host, the mighty Mr. Subtlety, joined by my younger brother,
Ducky!
We thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you in the next episode.
See you, everybody!